Hi, Evil fans! Welcome back to Tori Talks TV. I'm Tori.
And I'm Dr. S.
Today we'll be discussing Evil Season 3, Episode 6. It's called The Demon of Algorithms, and I don't feel good about myself after watching this. I am kind of with Ben. I think everybody on the internet is possessed. And I think we're all kind of, in some capacity, maybe addicted to the internet and social media.
I was really creeped out because it spoke to me as well about how they recognize you and start targeting the videos towards them.
The algorithms.
But were you not also fascinated about that margarita recipe though, with like the pop rocks on the rim?
Yeah, that was brilliant. It was a really good idea. Let's do that.
We should do that.
Okay. Add that to the margaritas.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. So it starts out with Candace and an alleged demonic possession. So there's this girl and she looks like something out of The Exorcist, Linda Blair here, and it's really freaky. And then Ben's like, oh, why is your phone filming this? Turns out there's this app called VidTap, which is kind of like TikTok, right?
Like the next stage.
Yes, and she's just mimicking this magician named the Great Heller, something
Chewing
stupid.
on glass.
Yeah,
that's terrible.
Something's really mentally wrong with her. She needs to seek help. Anybody that's going to do that. But it's so funny because that's kind of where that story ended. Mm-hmm. I was like expecting to like go meet the Great Heller, the magician guy.
It was just a gateway to talk about the rest of the crazy stuff that's happening.
It was a little stepping stone. So Ben's like trying to shut down this magician crap, and he puts his own little video up. He uploads it, basically dispelling all of this, like basically opening the curtain, showing what's behind the curtain and how the tricks are done, right? And then he starts getting some likes, but a lot of heat.
Oh, they're so mad at him for trying to tell the truth.
There's some loyal viewers of this guy and wanting to believe demonic possession is real. And maybe it is, I don't know. But in this case, I don't think so.
Not what we saw.
No, so then there's a mother who sees Ben's video and thinks that he could help her. So then our team goes there. And that is terrifying. Okay.
Oh, it was so scary.
When you have to see like the night vision and the little boys there and then things just start happening fast. That's the type of stuff that just makes me jump.
He's like falls off the bed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, okay. So I was definitely freaked out by that. And then Ben, of course, like the team's going to come back at 2 a.m. But Ben has a friend at VidTap because, of course, he does.
Yes.
Ben the Magnificent.
And VidTap is headquartered where they live.
Isn't that convenient, you guys? But anyway, so of course he knows somebody. I like that Kristen. I love the relationship between Kristen and Ben.
Yeah.
The rapport that they have, and she's like, "Oh, is that your girlfriend?" He's like, "No, we're not."
I would like her to be his girlfriend.
I like her. She's sassy, but she basically says no because the mother tries to say that, "Oh, I didn't live stream it. The app did it itself." And she's like, "No, it can't do that." Mm-hmm. So now we're on to the mom.
Yes.
And she's a big fat faker now.
Oh, I was so mad.
Oh my gosh, she was editing it. She was hurting her children.
She caught her own child.
Like a fork.
Yeah.
A big old...
I kept thinking it was like a gardening rake.
Yeah, what was that?
I don't know.
I thought you like stabbed
meat. And she did it to herself too.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Messed up people. So then that's kind of like shut down there. But what we have found during all of this VidTap conspiracy. Yeah, so Kristen's into it, getting some video suggestions about moms drinking.
Her thing is so funny. So she's like, they think of me as an alcoholic and a mom who needs help. And also, and then the husband's away.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was so funny.
And then she's like, how do they know? And Ben's like, they guess. And that I know it's true. It happens with me all the time. Yeah. My suggestions and everything. Which is so funny because after I watched this episode, I went to my Instagram and I was like trying to like be like, not interested, not interested, all these ads, so it would stop. But it's never going to stop.
The explanation that the VidTap person had, which is even if you hover for a second but don't click, that's even more like where they'll suggest.
I think it's time to just stop.
That creeped me out.
I don't need to see baby pictures of your children anymore. I think I'm good. I think I'm gonna go.
Cut the cord.
Yeah, I don't think I want to be about that. And then David, there's priest content, and it starts out pretty...
Are priests really going to go on VidTap and make those confessions? That was a little... I was a little, dude, you're going to... They're going to track you down and get you out of that church.
Yeah. Well, then, Demon Kristen decides to make a cameo, and she's wearing this sexy Catholic schoolgirl uniform. But I like that David is now a little bit in control of this situation. He's one step ahead of her, and he's like, I know you're wearing that because it's like for me. And she's like, I am you.
It was so fascinating, though, because the Demon Kristen is basically saying, I'm not even here, I'm in your head.
Right.
And then I kind of was like, oh, is it a figment of his imagination? Is it a vision? But then the whole Sister Andrea thing happened.
Yeah. The demon mosquito.
It was so gross.
I'm allergic to mosquitoes, so that got me.
That got me too.
Yeah, we are. We both are.
That was like a huge straw-sucking thing. And yeah, because at first I thought, okay, so maybe it's a vision. And none of that stuff happened. Like, he didn't even have sex with Demon Kristen because it was a figment of his imagination. So then I was like, okay, David, you're okay. You can sleep at night.
Yeah.
And then Sister Andrea comes in and sees the demon. And she sees demons. Real demons.
She legit does.
She does. It's not her vision. It's an actual demon.
Yeah. And so, because I'm thinking, oh, David's one step ahead of this Demon Kristen, but then Sister Andrea's like, no. Something, you're thinking things and it's taking control of you. So he thinks that he's got one up on the Demon Kristen, but
I thought, my interpretation was that David actually thought there was no Demon Kristen, that it was a figment of his imagination. And that's why when Sister Andrea came in, he got mad at her because she sees demons and he believes that she sees demons. So then he has to believe that, oh God, I did have sex with Demon Kristen. What do you guys think?
Hey, let us know.
I think he thought he was off the hook, like, I'm okay.
Oh, okay. So
I don't know.
That priesthood, it stands.
Yeah, I'm okay.
It's legit.
It's okay, a kiss, that's fine. I can confess a kiss, no big deal.
It's fine, guys.
Sex with demons? Not so sure if God would be so forgiving of that.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to Monsignor, who tells Kristen that the investigation into Leland visiting Luxanne. What the heck? And she's like, Lexus? Like, that was weird, but I think poignant. I think we need to remember, first of all, is Monsignor, is he losing his mind, or does he not even really care that he could just, like, forget her name? Does he have a lot going on, or should I maybe just not pay attention to that? I don't know. But basically says that investigation went nowhere. It's just a coincidence. And 4 times accidentally ran into...
I was so mad when he got away with it.
What the heck?
They said that. I was like, no.
It's like, I just keep thinking Monsignor is not a good guy. And anyway, but the girls start messing with him on that Bumblebee Valley game, and they are getting to him, and they basically call him out as a pedophile, and they say his name, and he's a 6-year-old.
And where he works, and where to find him. I love it.
I loved that, and also I love that the girls got like their hero moment, you know? The girls have been kind of annoying sometimes. So this time I was like, go girls. So yeah, then stupid Leland gets in trouble and is let go by the church.
Finally.
That took a little too long. So he's in there and he is pissed. And Cheryl's like, what? What's the big deal? Like, relax. And then you are validated.
Okay. Whoa.
Why don't you take it over? What's going on with Andy?
So I was suspicious from the very first video call that it was just a little too generic. And I know we kind of guessed maybe he's dead, maybe he's captive, but I leaned towards captive because death would be too kind for these crazy people. Yes. And boy, is he captive.
He has like a paralytic in him. Like
it is so terrible what they're doing to him.
It's so sad.
He's in the room with all the jars of formaldehyde where they pump people with the stuff. The juice. And I could swear I saw like some tubing in him. Like they must be just feeding him through tubes or something, because how is they're keeping him fully alive, healthy physically, but then other than that totally paralyzed, so he's fully conscious. I'm just happy that he discovered Buddhism on his treks, because he can probably zone out and meditate and just like get out of that space. I hope, because he's going to be there for a long time if Cheryl doesn't get it together.
So exactly. So when Kristen tried to call him and the whole anniversary thing, and he's kind of like, I gotta go. Yeah. Like, come on, she's got to start to get suspicious now. Yeah, because that's a little too, like, I mean, every phone call has been like that, you know what I mean? There's just never really good service. One of our viewers pointed out that there's sigils in those videos, which now I have to go back and look, which is amazing. Okay, but what are Crazy Grandma Cheryl's motives? Is she... I feel like she's still pretty bitter towards Leland, right? And she doesn't want him to get credit for, like, the macabre success, right? Yes. And then, but Andy... She's trying to do away with kind of too. Is she gonna I need
what
to know.
What motivates her? What's her end game?
What is her end game?
I think that she does love the granddaughters.
Yeah, and
I think she loves Kristen.
She doesn't want to hurt Kristen. She told Andy that.
She hates Andy. But if he's important to them, wouldn't she care?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's what's weird too. She wouldn't want their father. So yeah, basically she's going to say, Edward's going to call and say that Andy died in an avalanche and the body will never be recovered. But what is Crazy Grandma Cheryl doing?
What does she want? How is that going to benefit her?
Because I guess Andy was kind of getting in her way when he was like, I want her out,
But if you don't be crazy, then they don't want you out. Because you're a babysitter. Nobody wants to get rid of a babysitter unless they're crazy.
You're like, trust me.
Yeah, trust me.
No, I don't know anymore. With
and her relationship with Leland is so up and down.
Yeah.
So maybe one day Leland will just make her so mad by being so condescending and cruel, and she'll just snap out of it.
I feel like she knows exactly what she's doing, though. And I think that, like, she's not, like, they're just working together. It's all business, I feel like, with her, right? But she's got to, like, want him to fail and maybe something with Andy. But she can't be the hero, like, oh, look, I found Andy. Because he's going to be like, no, she put me in this position.
That's
so
true.
it really confuses me what she's doing. But.
Unless Leland dies in that whole thing. Because then she can say whatever she wants.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But Andy would be there to be like, no, it was both of them.
Oh, true.
That's what I don't understand. But anyway, what do you all think?
Yeah.
This was a very good episode.
It was so good.
This is just, like, really taking off this season. Okay. All right, everybody. Let us know what you thought of this episode. Any of your theories, please share them. And then like and subscribe if you haven't already. And then we'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.